exciting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs, 6 foot tall, 160 pounds with a reach of 74 inches. And standing across from him, one of the greatest to ever do it, the boxing legend, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs, who's had epic battles with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, the former two-time middleweight champion, looks to get back on top with a win in this one. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed two-time middleweight champion of the world known as the Miracle Man, introducing Daniel Jacobs. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A left hook. Got him with a left jab. I'm sure everyone remembers Alvarez versus Jacobs Part 1. It was a bruising encounter. Let's see what they have in store for us this time.
Daniel Jacobs is mad because he doesn't think lightning strikes twice in the same place. He needs to change that saying. Yes, it does. He needs to make sure everybody sees it, the judges see it, the referees see it, the decision goes his way. He's not happy.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Just missed with that jab. It's all offense, all the time. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round.
That's his round.
And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Where are the jabs? Where are the body punches? These two guys are just going after each other's chin. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who... And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Well done with that counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't find a home for that jab. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Just misses with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Switch back on. Get focused. Keep your mind back on the job.
There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. These two were made for each other. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. And there's the bell for round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
With this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Do you believe what we're seeing? Jacobs in real trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off. Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know.
Get out there, switch up.
Let's start the 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Left hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Good counter punching. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. You know that. Here comes round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. That bell could not.
I don't need to load up.
Round 8, and we're off again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? And it appears to pull it right there. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs, and down goes the Miracle Man. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see that again.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They exchange punches. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Get that jab back.
And we enter the 9th. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Good counter punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Talk about Jacobs in that last round.
That jab slick.
And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Looking to land the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Swing and a miss with the hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
His stamina is off the charts. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, it's no secret who.
Good man. You stay focused.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. As As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Nobody home with that hook. This is not where Daniel Jacobs wants to be right now. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. On to the 12th. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That counter shot lands. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hot.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It was as close as we thought it was, and this fight is a split decision win.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me now. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.